Hello, this is J-Pop here, and I'm going to be doing my first solo LP of Iron Tank, made by SNK Electronics Corporation in 1988. This game is one of my childhood memory games, and not a lot of people know about it, but I always liked this game. I love how there's a high score in this game. And we have a little intro, which is rather boring, and well, we're going to watch it anyway. On June 5th, 1944. Okay, I'm not gonna read it. But they landed Normandy. And there was one man to carry out a secret mission. His name is Paul. Commander of Unit 88, but is the top secret unit called Iron Snake. It'll be his most dangerous assignment. What will become of him? Would he follow his orders? Yeah, because there are RPG elements where I could say, no, forget this, I'm going home. And that's it. That's the intro for Iron Tank. So, without further ado, let's get right into this. Mission orders are to find and destroy the enemy's long-range firing turrets. Here we are landing by boat on our awesome Iron Tank. And and it blows up, and the plane goes ha 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 ha. Now this is Iron Tank. I mean, what's there to say about it? You're a tank. You have these little laser shooting guns. They can only go so far, but they're really weak and they don't do any damage, like whatsoever. And what you also have is your main cannon, which is what you will always use. But the cannon will stay still as you shoot. The only way you can turn it is to fire these lasers and move in a direction, and the cannon will move whichever direction you're pointing, diagonal, backwards, left or right. And it takes time. It's not instant, but that's part of the realism and challenge of this game. It's manipulating your weapon as you need to. At the bottom left is your health bar. You press start, it pauses the game. If you go into the menu here, here are these. I'll go over these later on, and your call, when that comes up, I'll go over that. At the bottom right, you have your score and your lives, and you also see a big map, and you see several directions to get towards to the end. To be honest, except for the very beginning, I don't think this map is accurate whatsoever. It really doesn't make any sense, and you don't need the map by any means. It's just kind of like there to let you know how close you are to the end. Besides that, it really has no use. So, without further ado, let's go into the game. Here are some of the enemies here. Soldiers that throw grenades, and they do a lot of damage. Look, half of my life is already down. But I believe that was 2 grenade hits. It wasn't 1. And you see this L is a power-up up here, and when you get any power-up, you will regain some life. But also, what regains your life is if you run over enemy soldiers with your tank. You see that? So, you don't want to shoot them, you want to run them over, because the tank just goes, ah, nom 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 nom. Ah, nom 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 nom. Oh, these guys over here with the little hats, if you can see it, they drop Vs whenever you kill them. You don't have to shoot them, you can run them over and they drop the Vs. I'll explain what those do in a sec. There's a tank. You shoot the tank. Some of the tanks go down with 1 cannon shot, some take 2 or more. It depends. And there are tons of different cannons out there, and you'll see them as the game progresses. And here's a little guy over here. Let's talk to him. Thanks. Thanks for what? Fuck. Alright. Shoot that guy, run these guys over, everything's great. You can shoot the guys, the soldiers with just the lasers, which can be useful if you're trying to reach a tank, because the cannon shot gets absorbed by any soldier that you hit. So if there's a soldier and then a tank, you want to fire one of these shots and then a tank shot. So that's the only use it really has. If you try to kill a tank with it, you'll be there forever. And this is a classic NES game where things spawn, you don't see it, and they spawn instantly right in front of you. They could respawn many times. They'll spawn from the front or from the back or from the sides. So that can be rather frustrating, but that's NES classic hard, so E's aren't like the other letters that you see. These solely refill your health in greater amounts than the other letters do. Oop, nuclear missile, and I'm having a seizure. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm glad I made it out okay. There are airplanes. You see the little fire that they drop behind them if you run under it. Oh, you get hurt. And it sucks. But, I mean, it's the first part of the game, so it's really simple. You just go in, blast up, kind of power up. Run these guys, all these guys throwing grenades. There are these two soldiers, but they're not the ones I'm after. Although I'll kill them anyway. I want the corporal, the general, I don't know. But I want that V. I get a V, that's all I care about. We got a call. Oh, wait, let me go back out. See at the bottom left when you get that call? You have a call. So you press select, you can go all the way down here, you can go to the call. This is, I will try to catch every call that I can. Sometimes it could be hard in a high tense situation, but really, none of them give you good information. They say, watch out, use radar, gigantic enemy obstacles up ahead. This says, watch out, you're up to a boss. And you could always know that you're headed up to a boss, and it will just still tell you. Pretty useless information. Okay, I guess now is a good time to go over this. These 4 up here are power-ups. Obviously, when you collect more of them, they fill up. V is auto fire, so if you hold the cannon button, it will fire repeatedly. Yeah, I'll show you. Because if you hold it down, that's the firing speed under V. Without it, is that speed. So it could help you put a lot of damage really fast. F is for piercing. Don't ask me why it's called F. But it will pierce the bullets through enemies, and, you know, it's piercing. If there's an enemy in front and an enemy behind, it hits both. So that's great. I always thought that this was called fire, because I'll shoot one shot, because it comes out red. I always thought it was fire for no reason, but it's piercing. This one over here will be B, and it is bomb. At the very end of your shot, there'll be a little explosion, which does more damage. L is long range, and basically you can shoot longer with it. No question there. Question mark, that's basically like a bomb, a screen bomb. When you pick, you could hold 3. When you pick it up, you could just blow up everything on the screen. It's a little cumbersome to use, but you do have it. The R fuel, it's a reserve tank. At least that's how I've always said it. If you have one, you turn it on. Whenever you lose all your hit points, it uses it and refills up. And if you have an sort of empty R tank, if you have full life and get more health, it will refill this R tank. So that's that. You know what? I'm not gonna use all my weapons on the first boss that's coming up, because he's really simple, but the controls can be a little sticky, so you can get caught. If you get run over by the boss, you die. So I won't show that now, but you may see that later. And oh my god! The big tank! And it's got like 6 cannons. How fair is this? But he's got like a real simple pattern. You just have to like find the sweet spot. He like can't do anything to you. You shoot it. Oh, it turns red. It's almost it turns red when it's about to die. And when you die, it blows up. And all is good. And usually you run over people afterwards and regain your health. So yay! Oh, these tanks right here, I hate these tanks because they shoot farther than you, they shoot quicker than you, and they take 2 hits. When you hit them once, they turn pinkish color. You shoot them again, they blow up. Well, these, they just go down in 1. There's a tank that will be coming up to your top left. I hate those tanks also. They take 2 hits, and they fire 3 bullets in a different direction. That tank right there, see? And some tanks just come up, turn around, and run away. Now you see this, I have 2 paths that I can go. Oh, by the way, you cannot scroll back, so once you head up, you're headed that way. To be honest, I don't remember which path I used to take as a child. I remember both paths. I remember one being easier, for the most part, but I'm just gonna go with the path that I choose. I most likely will die and have to use continues, which you have unlimited of. The only thing is that your score gets reset to 0, which is no big deal. But yeah, so I'm gonna head up this way, shoot all these guys, pick up more Vs. There's a plane. Dodge another plane. We have a call. Let's see what this is about. Contact our spy, Tommy J. He's in prisoner's camp. He will give you info on long-range bullet ability. Is that like a power-up? Be awesome. Upgrade the range to your tank. Yeah! Yeah! Wouldn't that be awesome? Too bad there's no such thing. And here we go. You do not want to ride on the trains because there are trains with guns on them. But I'll show you just this one time how badass you are. Look at the iron tank. Trains? No problem. See, look, next train? No problem. See, look, you get another call? So annoying. Such a pain in the butt. Snake, found the train. I went like, you know, how far did I go up? For like 6 seconds and you found the train. Whoop-de-doo. It's up ahead. Make sure you get it. This game you have to be very slow, very patient. If you go too fast, you will get overrun and die. But you also have to not delay too long because if you do, they'll surround you and you die. Alright. Then take your time, be tactical. Oh! See, I rushed it right there and I got run over. I want to shoot straight. But it's okay, because I got people to run. Please run into my tank. Yes! Feed me! Feed me! Alright. I want to go up this way because I know those trains are over there. You over. Oh! Bunch of train attacks. Now there's... You don't have to use all the power-ups. You could just use some. I usually either turn them all on or all off because I'm like that. There will be these trains coming up and I will either take them down quickly or they will take me out quickly. That's how this game can be at times. So I'm gonna go in. Got the jump on them. Yay! Everybody has seizures now. Isn't that wonderful? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna stop this one right here. And I'm gonna break it into parts. Yes, I follow my brother's model, you know, almost to the T. So, yeah. So this is part 1 of my first LP Iron Tank, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.